first. But of course, the main attraction for these quick hits, the Zapata brand edition, is always our questions. And Jersey Jay-Z gets these together, gathers them up. They're from Reddit. They're from our online Facebook post. They're from our Instagrams. And, of course, our YouTube channel. And if you could please like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're up to almost 600 subscribers. We got almost our 4,000 watch time hours, and then we can monetize, and we're going to be putting that back into the community. We got a lot of things that we're going to do, and we can guarantee you the money doesn't go into our pocket. It's going to go into your community. So, Jersey Jay-Z, let's hit it off first. And what do you got in the mailbag?
All right. So first question we got from Manny F. from Corey, Pennsylvania. And he wants to know, what are your thoughts on the current state of boxing and what does the future hold? So maybe Coach Diz, if you want to start us off, tell me what you think about that.
Okay. Yeah. The state of boxing, it's not like how it used to be. And I think UFC is taking over the whole combat sport thing. I think, I talked to George before when Mayweather retired, he was the villain. So everybody tuned in to watch him lose, but he never did. So I think the state of boxing, it actually is failing. And then you get people that are hating on Jake Paul. He's bringing new eyes to the sport, and that's what we need. We need more gyms around. I mean, now all the boxing gyms are combined with MMA and CrossFit, and it's just not how it used to be back in like the 80s and 90s. Plus, also, there's too many belts. There's too many promoters. The best doesn't fight everybody. The best doesn't fight each other until like 3 or 4 years down the road. So, it's just not the same how it used to be.
Correct.
Well, I can tell you my opinion on that. Let's see if I can get in here quick. If I could really get up on here. Okay, there we go. And let me give you my thoughts on this. It's a double-edged sword. Number one, boxing has been around for a very long time. That's how we defended ourselves even in the early days. So it's going to be there. Now, is it lacking that star power one guy? Absolutely. They need one guy, which maybe Ngannou coming over from UFC can bring that star power. I don't think he beats Tyson Fury, but Tyson Fury is big somewhere else. He's big in England. Not so much big here. Joshua, big in England. The thing with UFC the advantage they have is that is a promotion it's like a league. So you're going to fight who they tell you. That's it. And that's why the money is what the money is there. Boxing, you have two different promoters. You have two different managers. There's so many intertwining things that have to be perfect to get a huge fight together. That's why it takes so long. When you have different promotions, different networks, different belts, different people involved, it gets to be so confusing for the fight fan itself, that they never get the good fights when they're supposed to get them. Mayweather Pacquiao happened 3 years too late, or 5 years too late. Spence Crawford happened 3 years too late. So the way I feel about the state of boxing is, I don't think it's failing. I think it's more or less going through a transition where they're looking for that superstar guy. Is it Inoue? I think his name is the Japanese guy.
Yes.
Is it Tank Davis? Is it someone on that? I mean, Ryan Garcia would have been a good one because he's a good-looking kid. I don't know who it is right now. I don't see one. Could it be that Moten kid who's coming up, 17-year-old prospect that's Mayweather's very high on? I don't know. He seems like he has all the tools that you need to be a superstar. Yeah, it does. It does. I mean, it does big time. But the state of boxing is almost similar to where I would say was it back in the 80s, where the heavyweights in the 80s, like right after Ali, there was no real superstar there. Tyson hit the scene, came into the late 80s, early 90s, and then the 90s up to the 2000s. Heavyweight boxing was unbelievable. And I don't think we're going to see that soon. I think we're just still reaching out for someone who needs a superstar. So if I was going to say what the state of boxing is right now, I'd say a C+ to a B. But it looks like we're starting to get the fights that you need to be made.
All right, that's great.
Yeah, no, I think I don't know if Jay-Z had anything on there with that.
No, I do miss the old days when we had boxing was on Channel 2 for free. We used to watch it all the time. HBO. used to always have boxing on. Now the only way you watch it is pay-per-view.